Today in the Joy of Editing, we're continuing our journey looking at all of the filters in Nic 8 Color Efex, and today it's the Contrast Color Range filter. Stay tuned. Hello everyone and welcome to the Joy of Editing with Dave Kelly, and today it is the Contrast Color Range filter found in Nic 8 Color Efex, part of Nic Collection 8. This filter is awesome because it lets you make a specific color like a blue sky or green foliage pop by increasing contrast between that color and the colors around it without cranking global contrast on the whole image. It's a great way to add depth, separation, and that wow color punch while still keeping the photo looking natural. Now, I do have several examples for you today to show you how this filter works. And here's a quick heads up, if you're thinking about Nic Collection 8 or any DxO software, you can grab 15% off new purchases with my code Dave Kelly. Links are in the description and you can try any app free first. If you use my links, I earn a small commission at no extra cost to you. Thanks for supporting the channel. Well, let's go ahead and dive right in. I have Nic 8 Color Efex opened up, and I do have the Contrast Color Range filter applied over here in my filter stack. Now, if you come to the left side of the interface, you're going to find all of your filters over here. I have all Nic clicked on. You could come up to the search bar and just type in Contrast Color Range, and you'll find it really quickly. But these filters are in alphabetical order. All you need to do is find Contrast Color Range, click the plus, and you'll add it to the filter stack. Right now the filter is off, but let me click in this box right here, the check box, and turn the filter on. And right away you may say, well, that looks horrible, Dave. Well, yeah, don't let these filters fool you. A lot of times when you first turn them on, they really look bad, but you got to make some adjustments. Let's start out here with the color adjustment. This is the most important one. Now, these are all of the default settings, but you'll note we have a color adjustment, a color contrast adjustment, brightness contrast, shadows, highlights, and opacity. Let's start out with color. And let me drag this slider through. This goes through a 360-degree range of colors. Watch, I'm going to slide it through and watch the image as I do it. You see what is happening there? You can see the color contrast starting to build. Now, when this is over at red, anything that's red will be light. Its complement will be dark, like the blue is darker if you'll notice. And remember, we're trying to bring out color contrast, so I think if I would go more into the blue area, so let's slide this slider over into blues. Do you notice when I'm in the blue range, see how this orange color gets darker, and I got a lot more contrast between the orange and the blue, and that's color contrast, by the way. Now, here's the way I like to use this. Just adjust this till the image looks kind of how you like it. And for me, I think maybe right about here looks pretty good. Now, we also have color contrast. Now, we can increase color contrast by moving this to the right. You see how that color contrast increases? Or decrease it to the left. And just adjust it. Again, let your eye tell you what's right. And I think maybe right about here looks good. Now, we also have a brightness adjustment. We can darken the image or lighten the image. And the way I like to do the brightness is click on brightness right here and then use your right arrow, and you could change this by 1% at a time. Watch, I'm going to click on my right arrow. There's 1%, 2%, 3%, 4%, and I think at around 4%, let's try 5%. Now, you can use the left arrow to reduce the brightness by 1%. There's 4%, there's 3%. But you know what? I think I like 5%. Now, the contrast defaults at 25% contrast. Now, you can always pull this back. And again, you could click on contrast and use your left arrow to go back 1% at a time. See, right now we're at 25%. Here's 24%, 23%. So I think I'm going to pull back in that contrast a little bit to maybe right there at 21%. Now, just so you understand what I'm saying, I'm only tapping like that left arrow key one tap. See there, it goes to 20. I'll tap it again, it goes to 19 because I'm just doing a very minor adjustment here. And the single tap really works well. So right now I'm at 19. I'll use my right arrow key. I'm going to go one tap, that's 20. One more tap, that's 21. Now, if you hold down on either of the arrow keys, it'll just keep moving like that. You see that? So you can go backward or forward, or again, you can use your mouse as well. But I do like to use the arrow keys. I think that works really well when you just want a minor adjustment. So right now I'm at 30%, so I'll use my left arrow key. I'll tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, gets me back to 21%. So remember this tip. Just click on a control name and then use your left and right arrow keys to make the adjustment. And that works for any of the filters in Nic 8 Color Efex. By the way, this contrast adjustment, it's just a basic global contrast adjustment. It's different than this color contrast adjustment, which is working with colors. Don't forget about shadow and highlight protection because we got to make sure we're not clipping shadows or highlights. So make sure you have your histogram opened up. Notice this little arrow. If your histogram isn't open, click anywhere in this area that opens the histogram. And then if you click in this little square right here, we can look for shadow clipping. So I'll click that. But look at all the shadows I'm clipping. So what you want to do is take your shadow slider. I'm just going to drag it to the right till those clipping warnings go away to like right there. Now I've removed clipping and shadows. I'll click this button to shut off shadow clipping warning, and I'll click this button to turn on highlight clipping warning. And we can see we're clipping our highlights a little bit down in here and up in here. So let's just take our highlight slider to the right till the clipping indicators go away. And right there, I've removed the clipping. So that's important. Click here again. We'll just shut off the clipping indicators. And now if I uncheck this, we can see we started out here and now we end up here. But look at that beautiful color contrast we've brought out. And don't forget, we have the overall opacity slider. So we can, right now we're at 100%. We could drag this back and allow some of the original image to show through if we want. But in this case, I'm going to leave it up at 100%. Again, let me shut this off. Here's before, here's after. I really like this result. I just have a couple more examples for you. We have this street scene with some nice colorful buildings here. Let's see if we can bring out some color contrast here. Right now the filter is off. I'll click this checkbox and turn it on, and that's the default setting, which isn't that great. But the way I like to do this is just take this slider. It always starts at 0 degrees and just drag it through the color range. Okay? And just notice all the different changes in the colors. Okay, now I'm over at 360. I'm going to start to come backward. And if I find something I like, I'm going to stop there. And I think I like it right there at 183 degrees. Let me shut this off. Here's before, here's after. Look at that beautiful color contrast. And now we can work with the color contrast adjustment. And what I think I'll do is drag this slider to the right and give it more. And I think I want that much, 121%. Let me shut this off. Here's before, here's after. I think I like the brightness. I think there's too much contrast, so I'll take the global contrast. I'm going to click on this slider and drag it to the left. I just want to pull back on that global contrast to maybe right about there. Now let me shut off the filter by clicking here. Here's before, here's after. I like it, but now let's check for highlight and shadow clipping. So I'm going to click this arrow to open up my histogram. Click on this button right here for shadow clipping. And you can see I have some shadow clipping by these indicators. And what I'll do is take the shadow slider, and this is the shadow protection slider, drag it to the right till those clipping warnings go away to right here. And now let me click here to shut off the shadow clipping. Now we'll turn on the highlight clipping by clicking right here. And we can see we have some clipping up in here. So let's take the highlight slider and drag it to the right just till that clipping goes away. And right there should be good. Now I'll click this to shut off this clipping indicator. Let's see it before and after. I'll uncheck this box. We started out here and I'll turn this back on and we end up here. But look at that beautiful color contrast. I have one more example. Our last example is a macro shot of this butterfly. Let's see what contrast color range can do for this image. Okay, right now it's off. Let me go ahead and click this checkbox and turn it on. I'll start out with a color range adjustment and drag it the whole way through the color range. And just take note of the changes there. Now let's drag it back through and stop where we think it looks the best. And you know what? I think I like it right here at 215 degrees. Let me shut this off. Here's before, here's after. Pretty good. Now let's work with the color contrast. Let me drag this to the right. I'm going to give it some more color contrast. And I'm going to take this over to like right there, 136%. I think it's a little too bright, so I'm going to click on brightness and use that little trick where I tap on my left arrow key. So there's one tap, -1%. Here's 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I think -6% looks pretty good. I think the overall global contrast is too high, so what I'll do is take this contrast slider and we're going to drag it to the left and reduce the overall global contrast. Now let's check for shadow and highlight clipping. So come up to your histogram. I'll start with shadow clipping. Click this little box and we can see the indicator showing us the clipping. So just take your shadow slider and drag it to the right and keep dragging until the clipping indicators go away. And I think right there should be good. And now let's click this to shut off shadow clipping. Now let's turn on our highlight clipping warning. Click this button right here. And we have a little bit of highlight clipping. So just drag your highlight adjustment to the right till that clipping indicator goes away. And now I'll click this to shut off the highlight clipping. And now let's see a before and after. So I'll uncheck the contrast color range filter. We started out here and now we end up here. So this is contrast color range. If you want to get some pop into your colors, give contrast color range a try. It's a really good one. Well, there it is, everyone. I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial. If you liked today's tutorial, please give it a like, share it with your friends. And if you're not yet a subscriber to my channel, please subscribe, click the bell notification icon, click all so that you'll receive all notifications. And then every time I upload a new tutorial, you'll get notified about it. I want to thank each and every one of you for joining me today in the Joy of Editing with Dave Kelly. And I will see you all right here next time. But until then, happy editing.